Hello there everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more of the Donkey Kong 64 playthrough. In today's session we are going to be heading into Frantic Factory and may even head into Gloomy Galleon too. That is my plan and that's exactly what we're going to do today, so long as I can get there in one piece and within a decent time frame. Come on to the thing, please. Thank you. Jeez, that took a lot longer than I would have liked, that's for sure. Anyway, in order to get the Frantic Factory, what we have to do is quite simple. Climb this freaking spiral ramp until we reach our destination. I wonder what's over here. Let's check it out. Well, it may not be our destination, but it is the location of Snide's HQ here on DK Isle. So any blueprints that you've collected in the previous levels, you can actually go here and drop off whatever blueprints that you've collected up to that point with that particular Kong. Since I've already done that like towards the end of the last play session, wait a minute. I see you there. There we go. First golden banana of the session. Hooray! Excuse me. And that makes golden banana number 2 for Donkey Kong. I likey. I likey like that. That's for sure. One thing I'll mention right now is, if I sound like I'm tired, that's because I am. I'm sorry I don't sound 100% right now. I'm sure the quality will improve as we go on with today's session. Speaking of which, I decided to readjust the audio volumes of not only my commentary to make it so I'm not blasting out people's speakers, like I have been for many play sessions of many different games, but I've also adjusted the gameplay volume as well to compensate. So if things are too quiet or too loud, let me know. Let me know in the chat and I'll adjust accordingly. And I also apologize for starting about 15 minutes late. That's because I've been running some tests to make sure not only are the volume levels perfectly aligned, but also want to make sure everything is being captured properly. And I'll get into that momentarily. Haven't got all day, blah blah blah, give me the bananas, you jerk. Oh my. There's one of the Kongs! Get in! Whee! Can't catch me! Catch me if you can! Hey, this kid's quick! What's that thing on his back? Okay, you two morons, here's your chance! I bet that claptrap was like, wow, this is way better than Cable! Well, anyway, welcome everyone to Frantic Factory. In this level, we'll find the last Kong who we need to rescue, and here he is. The man of the hour, Junkie Kong. Help me, Junkie, that doesn't like heights. I think that's what he said. I couldn't quite tell because the text was going by a little too quickly. Anyway, say hello to a couple new enemies. First off are those jerks. Anyway, in order to get rid of them, there are two methods to get rid of them. The first method is to use your instrument and just blast them away. Oh. And the second method is to throw an orange at them. And boom goes the dynamite. Unlike some of the other enemies who we fought at this point, if you happen to kill them, they don't drop oranges. Instead, they drop 2 pieces of watermelon. So, there we go. If we need help, there you go. health. There we go. Also, here is a strange switch. These kinds of switches are special because these can be pressed no matter what variation of the ground pound that you have. You can have the lowest level and it can still activate without an issue. So, they can easily be pressed and you can use them to progress forward. And that's exactly what we're going to do. There are a couple of different paths that we can take at the start, I think. Yes, a couple of different paths here. Although the right path is blocked off for the time being, and we're going to have to figure out how the heck it is we're supposed to open the gate in order to progress even further into this factory. Funny enough, this factory does have a map. So our current location is currently labeled, and we are in the lobby of Frantic Factory. There are apparently 4 different levels. There's the R&D department, testing department, and the production department. So, since our only option is to go down, we need to head down towards the production department. Here we go. Anyway, the reason why I decided to adjust the audio levels today is because after yesterday's play session, I did a little special recording of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U with a friend of mine over on Facebook. And after we finished our matches last night, I realized that the Skype call was not recorded. So that really pissed me off because I'm usually good about those things. And that is like one of the rarest misses I've ever had. And it was a miss nonetheless, and it pissed me off. So, to make up for my crappy observation skills, or more or less making up the fact that I'm a complete doofus, what I decided to do was try to make it so something like that does not happen again. Anytime in the near future or ever. Anyway, time for a flight. Here we go. Time for a fun barrel blasting course. I missed those bananas. That's not good. Oh well. Again, the main goal of this is just obtain 75 bananas for each and every Kong. Also, there will be instances where you will have to make blind fires and blind guesses, in a sense, in order to progress further into the course. But, thankfully, it is clearly indicated where you should fire. If you see those hoops, that means it's a good opportunity to fire at that hoop in order to progress further forward. Just figured I'd throw that out there. Okay. Gate is open. We can actually go that way now. That's nice. But we're not quite gonna go that way just yet. We still got quite a bit of work to do around here. Let's see. I think, yep. Just what I wanted to do. I needed to restore some of my instrument energy anyway due to accidental misfires yesterday. I wonder if the instrument energy is shared between each and every Kong. Anyway, within this room we'll find 2 different little stalls. If I can fire at the damn balloon. There we go. Leading the target. Not exactly something I wanted to do right away, but well. You kind of have to do that for many of the balloons in the game. Anyway, we have 2 different shops we can access. That is Candy's music shop and Cranky's lab. Let's go here first. I perfected another of my potions, Donkey. It's yours for just 7 coins. You won't get much further without it, so I suggest you pay up. No duh. Thanks, man. And our first ability for Donkey Kong is the Gorilla Grab. Let's see if you're as strong as you're supposed to be. When you find a lever, stand on the footplate and press B to try and pull it. I bet you can't. I'm not letting you have another potion now. Get out of my sight! Then find me in the next level. That seems perfectly fair, but... Really? Really, dude? Oh, Donkey, you're already got my latest good stuff. Why don't you drop by and see me a little later? Okay. We'll definitely drop by back in here later on, once we free Chunky Kong from his imprisonment. Which, thankfully, will be happening soon. Hello, new follower! It is... Elegant Live. Elegant Live, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay here. And we're one follower away from the big 50. 50 followers is right within our sights. Let's see if we can make it happen within this session. Let's do this together. I know we can do it. And again, once again, thank you so much for the follow. It's highly appreciated. Get over here. And down goes the dynamite. That was not the right terminology. Oops. Whatever. Anyway. This next room is... This room is more so accessible for a couple of different Kongs. First off being, not necessarily tiny, or just tiny for that matter. We kind of need to bring Diddy up here in order to have him grab some bananas along the way. And not only that, but we kind of need the Donkey Kong up here too to pull the lever. And what does the lever do exactly? Well, it's in front of an arcade machine, so I'm assuming we'll be able to play an arcade game. If I can get up these damn boxes. Oh my god, seriously? Is that me, or does it seem like the crystal coconut counter just drains so much more quickly than it did in the N64 version? I'm probably wrong on that. It's probably just me being a doofus. Anyway, here we go. First golden banana of Frantic Factory. Whew. Gotta say, that was pretty close. If you run out of crystal coconuts and you try to use an ability after jumping into an ability barrel, what happens is your ability is automatically canceled out. So if that happens, then unfortunately there's not really much you can do about it. Until you can grab more crystal coconuts somehow that are scattered throughout the different levels. Or even the level that you're at. But thankfully there are plenty of crystal coconuts roaming around and about. Alright, next ability. Next up is for Tiny Kong, the Ponytail Twirl. One of my personal favorite abilities in the game. Time to do something with that silly hair of yours, Tiny, and use it to extend your feeble jumping skills. Press A to jump and then press and hold A again while in the air. Go on, give it a twirl. Now get out of my sight. Okay. I believe some of the other Kongs also have some abilities that need to be unlocked yet. So here we go. Next up is Diddy Kong. His next ability is Simian Spring. Again, a very rare ability, like very rarely utilized. Even I could jump higher than you, Diddy, so I'm sure you'll be needing this one. Find my pad with your face on it and press C to leap high into the sky. Now get lost. Okay. Blinky, you're up next. Another ability, huh? Sweet. Let's see what Blinky's is. It is Baboon Balloon. You'll have a swell time with this one, Lanky. Float around in the air for a while by finding my pad with your face on it and pressing Z to inflate. Press Z again if you want to deflate. I really can't see this being used for much, though. Oddly enough, he's right. Again, just like with Diddy Kong, that ability is very rarely used, if at all. There aren't too many places where the Lanky balloon ability is used, but where it is used, it is still a useful ability to get to certain places nonetheless. Good news is, there is a place around here, not within this specific area, but within the level itself, we will be able to use the ability. Oh my god, up we go, please. And there we go. Excellent. And that Chunkie's free! Chunky free! Now thank you, friend Lanky. Chunky can collect green bananas. Me wait in tag barrel until needed help. Alright. Well, that was easy. Chunky is free and he is ready to kick some crocodile butt. Along with everyone else. And with that, that's every single Kong. Everyone has been rescued. And we get another lecture that we can easily cancel out. And funny enough, remember that dirt patch we collected back in the end of the last play session? Well, after unearthing it, even if Kong has not been unlocked, they also get the 5 coins. So that is sweet. Now Chunky should have plenty of coins to purchase maybe 1 or 2 abilities from Cranky Kong. But I also have to unlock his instrument too. And this is a good time to do it. First ability for Chunky is Hunky Chunky. Gotta say, the transformation's pretty funny. And that's for every Kong too. You can now use my special barrel with your face on it. Leap into one and prepare to be amazed as you change size. You'll only be able to remain like this while your supply of crystal coconuts lasts, though. It's your lucky day, Chunky. Somehow you played well enough to earn my next potion as well. It's cheap at 5 coins. I'm sure you'll want this one too. Indeed I do. Gimme. And that is the Primate Punch. All you understand is brute force, Chunky, so this should be perfect for you. Press and hold Z, then press B to smash anything that takes your fancy. I'm not letting you have another potion yet. Come and see me on the next level. Okay. Well, at this point, unfortunately, we do not have enough coins to purchase Chunky's instrument, but we can still gather some additional coins to hopefully get enough to purchase Chunky's instrument. Thankfully, he's only 1 coin away from purchasing the instrument, so that's not too bad. It honestly isn't. Up we go. Now you may be wondering, why am I bringing Chunky up here? Well, remember this little barricaded gate? Well, with Chunky's new punching ability, he can smash down those gates no problem. And I'm not sure if you hear that. I'm not sure if that's an airplane or a motorcycle or whatnot. But either way, here we go. Stash Snatch. Collect all the coins, then head for the checkered flag. Alright. This particular minigame, honestly, it's not too bad, and it's way more fun than some of the other minigames that we played up to this point. If you happen to collect a certain number of coins, or just as many coins as humanly possible, without collecting enough coins and reaching the checkered flag, then what happens is the game will just continue and being like, hey, you don't have enough coins, go and search for the last of the coins. If you want any sort of advice for, like, enhanced mobility for Chunky, just do long jumps like there's no tomorrow. After you collect the last of the coins, head for the exit as fast as you can. And try not to get hit along the way. Okay. We should be able to just barely make it. Oh yeah. Goal achieved! There we go. Gotta say, that was pretty easy. But as the game goes on, it will get harder. That's for sure. Excellent. Okay. Now that Chunkie's done, we can now bring Diddy out. Well, after we grab his musical instrument, that is. As far as unique abilities or anything of the sort with Chunky Kong, he unfortunately does not have any. And as the DK rap mentioned earlier, he cannot jump very high, even with the high jump. So there are some places in which Chunky cannot reach due to his size, but oh well, what can you do? Here's Chunky's instrument, the triangle trample. Aw, how cute. Stand a little closer, Chunky. I know how to use it, okay? Thanks, Candy. You're the best. Okay. Oddly enough, despite Chunky's size, he's also a big softy at heart. He's like a gentle giant. I like that. I like that about Chunky. Kind of reminds me a bit of myself, actually. There we go. Camera. Kinda want you to work with me here. There is another room in which Chunky can access himself, and I will be accessing that room momentarily. But first, the first thing I'm going to do is grab a few bananas with Diddy Kong. And that's that. Okay. I know, not very much excitement there. Just collecting a few bananas with Diddy Kong. Well, trust me, it's gonna get even more exciting as we grab Donkey Kong. Why Donkey? Well, remember that lever we saw back in that weird technical room? Well, we need Donkey Kong's new lever pulling abilities in order to use it. So, here we go. And pull this lever and we can play the original Donkey Kong arcade game. Funny enough, this arcade game was ported to the NES. And the difference between the two, other than the fact that they're on different consoles, is the fact that for one, in the original arcade version, or in this case in this version, you only start with one life. That's all you have. So here we go. How high can we get? Hopefully to the moon! Controls for this game is they're very simple, and it's easy to pick up and play. But getting through this game is a bit of a difficult journey within itself. What you have to do within this minigame is reach Donkey Kong and rescue your girlfriend, Pauline. You can do this by jumping over barrels, and every barrel you jump over, you gain 100 points. If you jump over 2 or more barrels, you'll gain 300 points. And the faster you complete the stage, the more points you will receive at the end, indicated by the bonus value. If you happen to grab the hammer, you will be kind of invincible, but not really. Anything that stands in your path, you can easily smash through for a short period of time. As long as the hammer continues to swing... Oh, damn it! So long as the hammer continues to swing, you should be fine. But if you happen to get hit by anything at all, or fall from too great of a height, then unfortunately the game is over. And you may be wondering, why am I moving my cursor from left to right? Well, that's because the name entry screen only allows you to move the cursor from left to right. And every time you get a game over within the little Donkey Kong arcade game, you unfortunately have to re-pull the lever and reposition Donkey Kong in order to do so. And no matter how far you get, you always restart at the first level. So, let's try this again. This is going to be a trip. Funny enough, the second level, which is 50cc, or whatever the heck it is. Anyway, that particular level is excluded from the NES version. And my only guess as to why is maybe because the level size was just simply too big. I don't even know how I managed to do that. Whoa! Okay. Panicking aside, we should still be okay. Don't try to climb those broken ladders, because you will not be able to make it up. You won't be able to make it up completely. I'm serious. I mean, you could probably use them tactically just to get over a couple of barrels as they roll down your way, but remember, Mario's climbing speed is pretty dang slow. And as much as it grants you some protection, it doesn't protect you completely, because there's always the possibility of RNG completely screwing you over. In other words, when the barrels just roll down the ladders and you're on it, you're screwed. By the way, you may have noticed two different color barrels, the orange ones and the blue ones. The blue ones will always go towards the oil can at the very start of this level. That works. The difference... Damn it! I just lost the run to RNG, dude! Anyway, back to what I was saying. Shoot, what was I saying? Right. The oil can is only featured within the first level. All other levels, that is not an issue. But again, this particular game, this minigame right here, we're going to need to play through this entire thing twice. Okay, so there are 4 levels: 25M, 50M, 75M, and 100M. In the NES version, there's only 25M, 75M, and also 100M. At least most of the game is intact in the NES version, but even so, it's still a cut-down, watered-down version of the game. Of the arcade game. But it's still better than, say, even the Atari 2600 version of the game, and even the Coleco version of the game. Okay, let's try 50M again. Excuse me. Throughout the level, you may notice some random objects just hanging around about. If you collect them, you'll just gain some additional points. There's not really much of a point of collecting them other than just increasing your score. So, remember earlier when I mentioned that the... Dang it. That the oil can is essentially only featured in the first level? Technically, not true. Okay, here we go. 75M. The hardest level in the entire game, in my opinion. And that's the reason. Remember, you see those bouncy things? They have such a... They do have a predictable pattern, but at the same time... Oh, crap baskets. Mistimed the jump. Okay, apparently I had an extra life. That's nice. Although I was kind of hoping to have saved it for the last level. Oh well. Can't really do much about that here. Come on, little fire dude. Go down. I was thinking I could just walk off and just, hop onto the platform that way, but nope, cannot do that. Instead, apparently how it works is if you walk off, you fall like a rock. That is absolute bull. Whatever. Screw this game. One of the hardest minigames in the entire game, alongside Beaver Bother, which is a minigame we have not played yet. And here's hoping it doesn't happen anytime soon. Just saying. But it's going to happen one of these days. It may even happen in this session. Who knows? Only one way to find out, and that is to keep going. Keep going until eventually this is finished. Is it me, or is the music just slightly high-pitched compared to the original? It's probably just me. I don't know. It's just something that's kind of been bothering me. I don't even... Yep. Oh my god, climb the ladder! There we go. One stage down, 2 more to go. I guess one strategy you can employ is try to collect as many points as you can on the first stage so you can gain some extra lives by just intentionally jumping over barrels over and over again and making proper use of your hammer. I am not someone who does things like that. Instead, I'm more of someone who is in the now kind of moment. I try to complete levels as fast as I can. That's the way I like to play. Okay, let's try this level again. 75M. I'm really not a fan of this level in any way. Definitely hardest level in the game. There's so much that you gotta do, and you also have to make sure you don't fall from too great of a height, and you also have to make sure you time your jumps just right. Otherwise, you're gonna be screwed. Hit. Oh, this is gonna be hairy. Go. Phew, just made it. Okay, last level, 100M. Let's do this. Thankfully, this level is much easier than some of the other levels that we've played up to this point. The objective for this level is simple. Your objective is actually to not reach the top. Instead, what you have to do is take out these yellow blocks. You can do so very easily by simply jumping. Walking over the blocks and then jump. And it's as simple as that. Just be sure to do so. Okay, go down the ladder. Jerk! Okay, one more. Level complete. Phew! And that, as they say, is that. Damn, that was intense. You could make things easier by using the hammers that are on the level to smash some of the fireballs away, but again, they respawn infinitely, so smashing them away is kind of pointless other than just to increase your score. After completing Donkey Kong, the arcade game, for the first time, you get a golden banana. And a lecture. What? Now you've warmed up. How about trying to win a unique special prize by completing it again? Just 2 coins to play again. What? Oddly enough, this is the only time in the game where you have to pay up to play the Donkey Kong arcade game again for a special unique challenge. And now it's even harder. Huzzah! And the unique prize this time is a silver Nintendo coin. You need this coin in order to fully complete this game. So here we go. the Nintendo coin replaces Pauline. And so Mario is now officially Wario, because he loves some serious money. How's this game harder? Well, the barrel pattern is now more erratic. That shit happens more often than not, which is a load of bull. But thankfully, after paying up the first time of reinitiating the game and starting the challenge, you don't have to pay any additional coins in order to play again, if you happen to fail. So, there you go. That's good news. Here we go. Here we go again. Let's see if we can do this right this time. Let's see. How high can you get? Hopefully to the moon! I guess one strategy... Oh, wait. I was about to repeat myself from earlier. Oops. Never mind. Oh, god damn it, game. Note to self. Do not take the long ladders anymore. One thing I definitely don't like, whenever you get a game over in the Donkey Kong arcade game, while you're roaming around in this game, is Donkey Kong always faces away from the lever, and it takes about 5 seconds before you can pull the lever again. It's dumb. Really, really dumb. Okay, let's try that again. Like I said, the barrel pattern is a lot more erratic, and more often than not, they're going to start coming down ladders. And they're going to do it quite often, and that's not going to be fun. Crap. I don't even. That works. Ah! Ah! Damn it, Donkey! God damn it. Stupid game. Oh my god, grab the lever! Thank you, Jesus! Let's try this again now. Once more with feeling. I'm telling you, man. This is truly something else. I never actually played the original Donkey Kong arcade game at any sort of video arcades ever. I never see it. I've never seen it anywhere, and I've been to at least a few arcades, especially some that are located within Ocean City, Maryland. I know they have a couple of arcades over at the boardwalk. I think they have at least 2 arcades, at least from last time I remember. Up we go. That works. Come up the ladder. Sweet Jesus. Whew. That was too close. It might not be a bad idea to try to work on getting a 1-up for this next level here. So that way we can start... That way we can do 75M with like 2 tries. Honestly, that level is like... As I said earlier, it's the hardest level in the entire game. How did I nearly miss that? I have no idea. When the ladder extends up to the final platform to reach the Nintendo coin or even Pauline, be sure Donkey Kong is not at your destination, because if you run into him, you will die. And that would be terrible. Gotta make this quick. Oh, come on! That was barely higher than the freaking next tit. Whatever. Screw it. Yo! Damn this freaking level! Damn it. Ugh, that is so freaking stupid. I swear, I hate that shit. Ugh, it's like you gotta be high enough to make it across to the next platform, but you also can't be too high, otherwise your head will get crushed and you will die. Damn! Just can't win. No matter how hard I frickin' try. Okay. Here we go again. I'm probably just gonna put on my concentration cap to try to get through this entire frickin' playthrough as quickly as possible. We'll wait and see how things turn out. Yep. I figured you were going to do that. Oh. That works. And there we go. I think that was probably my fastest run on 25M ever. Also, don't run into those things. I don't know what they are. They're probably things of they're probably some kind of food. I'm gonna guess batches of mashed potatoes. Don't run into them because they count as enemies too. And if you hit them, of course you will die. Are you freaking kidding me? Ugh. It just seems like Mario's fall height, like his grace height, is just a lot lower in the second playthrough. Every goddamn time, I swear to God. I always die on that platform. Again, all because Mario can't fall from too great of a height. And it's not even that far. And that's a load of frickin' bull. Ugh, screw this game. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep playing this game until I eventually win. I'm not letting the game beat me. No way. No way in hell. I refuse to give up. Not now. Yep. Ah, way too close. Wow, nice throw. Okay, so far so good. Come on, Daddy wants to play. There you go. And that is how Daddy loves to roll. you. Out of all the levels in the original Donkey Kong arcade game, I'd say between all the levels, I think 50M is the easiest. The second one being... Again, I don't want to jump too soon, otherwise Mario will bonk his head. Okay, I cannot get that down at all. And walking off is not an option. It honestly isn't. I'm pretty sure it has to be the same exact height. If it's not the same height as where Mario began his jump, then he's going to die. And that's bullshit. And also, fun fact, I know Mario in this game is called Jumpman, so no need to shout at me in the chat or in the comments. Just saying. Here we go again. Maybe I should try to rack up some additional lives besides the one life I can get by the time I reach 75M. Something I'm considering, but I don't know. Right now, now's not a good time. That was too close. Aha! Knew you were going to do that. That was bullshit, and you know it. Absolute bullshit. And again, I probably should have just stopped dead in my tracks. Seriously, that is just stupid. Absolutely stupid. The second playthrough for the Nintendo coin is definitely the hardest playthrough of the Donkey Kong arcade game ever. It really is. I guess one thing I can do is whenever I get to 75M, I could always create a restore point, and every time the level starts, if I get a game over there, I don't have to keep replaying the game until I reach 75M, so I can get another shot at it and get as many shots as I want. Well, I'm not going to be doing that because, one, that functions as a save state, like with emulators and such, and really, I don't use save states unless it's a last resort. Like if something goes wrong with a recording or something, and major glitches occur, or in the case of live streams, if the live stream turns out to be a dud, I could always redo that particular play session. And that's the power of the Wii U Virtual Console games. And that's something I really, really love. Is that whatever the state the game was in when you created that restore point, whether there were in-game saves or not, that state is restored if you choose to load it. However, I think the game will warn you saying, hey, you have save data that's actually further than where your restore point is. Do you want to overwrite that anyway? I think that's how it works. Oh my god. Now, it seems like those bouncy things fall even faster this time around. God damn it! I did a wall kick. I did a wall kick and I was worried that the fire was gonna get me. Okay, now hit. Okay, come on, fiery freak. Stop camping at the ladder and let me go. Oh, fuck you! Man. I probably got scared and I just hesitated there. I was still moving and I just couldn't do anything. Plain and simple. Oh, damn this frickin' minigame. Damn it. Okay, next. Probably when I'm getting ready to upload this to YouTube, what I'm probably gonna do is just cut footage and just cut to the successful attempt after a bit. After about maybe 5 attempts. But we'll have to wait and see. If this goes on for far too long, that is. I mean, it's already going on for far too long as is, but if it takes up an hour, like if I'm spending over an hour on this, then yeah, I'm definitely cutting when it comes to the YouTube version of this. Hip. Hup. That was way too close of a call. It's strange how sometimes whenever you jump over a barrel... Put hot 84. Make a restore point. The thing with restore points is it functions like a save state. And I was talking about this earlier in an earlier attempt. But I'm not someone who likes to use save states to get ahead in the game. As much as I would like to do that, I'm not that desperate. It's a luxury to have a feature like that. Oh, fuck you, game! It was either get smacked in the face by the platform or get burned. I had to pick my poison. In the original N64 release of this game, save states were not an option. As much as I would have loved to have them, they just did not exist at the time, and I'm not going to use them here. Oh, sweet Jesus! I made it. Final level. Okay. What are you gonna do, little fire dude? What are you gonna do? I'm staying here, or maybe not. Not a good idea. I'm trapped. I am freaking trapped. Screw this. Hammer time. Maybe I can get enough points for another one-up. If you choose to come down here. Well, that didn't quite work out. So I'm gonna have to risk it for the biscuit. And done. Phew! My God! Oh man, that was insane. But finally, the game is done. And we don't have to play it again. Thank God. After completing Donkey Kong the arcade game for the second time, what you will get for your reward is the Nintendo coin. One of many collectibles in this game. It's entirely optional, but you kind of need it for the 101% completion route. Just saying. You kind of need it in order to open a door like towards the very end of the game. And yeah, it's definitely needed. And there's another coin just like it too that we will be getting an opportunity to grab later on. And that coin is going to be the Rareware coin. Also, screw you, stupid bee. Junkie has yet to grab his weapon from Funky Kong. I'm sure we'll be able to find him within this level somewhere. Also, whoa, glitching through platforms. Only in Donkey Kong 64. So screw this. You die! Stupid bee. Hate those guys. I hate bees in general. Screw the bees. Don't make a movie about them and make them star the guy from Seinfeld. Not that I've watched the show, but I'm just saying, ow, my freaking head is starting to kill me. That's probably due to the stress of the freaking Donkey Kong game. Stupid camera. Why are you doing this? My god. Camera! What doesn't help is the kind of wanky controls. Okay. There's something in this box. If I can hit it. There we go. What does this do? I should have busted this box up first. Otherwise, I would have never been able to bust the bigger box. How did that miss? There we go. Now, let's try this again, shall we? Hit. Oh my god! Again with this shit? Is it me, or are the controls in this game quite floaty? Oh, damn. That is actually a lot easier than I made it out to be, that's for sure. But, oh well. Here we go. Another dirt patch and more coins for us. I like that. A lot, actually. Okay. That's done. Thank God. However, we still have quite a bit of work to do. Of course, there's Diddy Kong's blueprint that I still need to grab, technically. And I think I will do that after I go and grab him and press this switch for Junkie. Okay. Okay. This is something I didn't realize. There's actually a time limit for some of the golden bananas in that production room. So, considering the fact that I have a time limit in order to grab that particular golden banana, I don't think there's going to be any way I'm going to be able to make it up. At least not in time. So, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and say screw it and see what Diddy Kong's switch is. And again, it's another golden banana. I don't know if that one sticks around or if it is under a time limit as well. But in order to get to it, we first need to find a way in up this frickin' shaft. And really the only way we can get there is with the help of Blanky Kong, because with his switch, which is like right next to a platform that looks like it could rise up and down, with it, we should be able to begin our ascent. Honestly, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and turn everything on within this factory first, before you try to go after any of these golden bananas that are around here. It's also not a bad idea to try to... It's honestly not a bad idea... Okay... Huh. Maybe Okay, I think I have to activate that lift from a different location. That makes sense. Game, can I see, please? I would love to do that. That would be great. Figures. There were some bananas here for Junkie. Oh well. Oh crap, baskets. Okay. That works. That was too close. I wouldn't say saves and speed running because I'm not speed running this game. And even if I was, I probably would have reset the game a long time ago. I don't think I've activated the second Banana Warp platform yet. I guess one thing I could do, since I'm here, I could just simply exit the level, tag out, and then re-enter. And I think I'm gonna do just that. Okay. I do believe there is something here I can activate, and here it is. I'm not too sure, but I think as long as Donkey Kong is pulling a lever, what happens is he is invincible for the duration of the animation. At least I think that's how it's supposed to work. Then again, I could be wrong on that. Bark! I found another banana, Donkey! Bark! Oh, wow. Thanks, dude. Around DK Isle, you'll find random musical pads. If you play your musical instrument on those pads, more times than not, Squawks will find a random golden banana for that particular Kong, and you can pick it up. So that's nice. And I'm glad it was explained that Squawks found the thing. I'm glad that it's explained that Squawks found the golden banana rather than holding it for himself. And just saying, hey, here's a golden banana just for you. You've earned it. Otherwise, things would probably be in a shitstorm. Also, Banana Fairy. Where art thou? I heard you. There you are. By the way, you need to get the Banana Fairy to be in the center of the frame. Otherwise, it will not count as being captured. Even if it's in the picture, if it's not in the dead center of the frame, it's not gonna count. Also, I just realized this now. Every Banana Fairy you pick up, it'll also increase your maximum crystal coconut counter by 1. So, I figured I'd throw that out there as well. There we go. Okay. Back into the factory we go. Unfortunately, our orange counter cannot be increased any further than 20, I believe. It's stuck that way. Right. No gun. No firepower. Dooey. Oopsie. I don't know if Junkie can return to a previous level in order to obtain additional upgrades from Funky or not, but I'm pretty sure Funky can be found in this level somewhere. As far as where... Oops. Did not mean to do that. As far as where we can find Funky, he's probably somewhere deeper within the factory. Not within the production line, but definitely further upwards within the factory itself. Like within the R&D department. I think going this way will allow us to reach a little hole right down here. Ah, screw it. I'll just go down. There we go. And with that, the third Banana Warp platform is activated, so now we can warp easily to Snide's HQ at any time. There we go. There we are. I know I could technically turn in some of some blueprints here that I've collected so far, but honestly, I feel like it's a better idea just to wait a little bit longer, make sure I can grab everyone's blueprint before turning them in. And you may be wondering, what am I doing now? I just feel like collecting a few more things as tiny while I can. There's a reason for my madness. Also get used to Tiny's wee a lot, because we're practically going to be doing it for every jump while we're playing as Tiny. Pretty much. Though not every single one, but a good chunk of them, that's for sure. The heck? I hear a banana fairy. Question is, where is it? I think it's in here. I think. Or maybe not. Anyway, this particular room, it holds a strange block tower. How strange exactly? Well, in order to ascend it, we need Diddy Kong's newest ability in order for him to bounce, I think. Either that, or it's going to be Lanky Kong who is going to be ascending the tower. Sweet. Let's see. Is there an upgrade available for everyone else first? Yes, there is. Take a look at this ammo belt, Tiny. All you Kong dudes get to carry more ammo for just 3 coins. I take it you're up for it. Oh yeah. Ammo belt 1. I believe there are 3 ammo belts in the game. Okay, Tiny, you're all maxed out at 100 shots. Zero doing right now, Tiny dude. Afraid I gotta work on my next big thing. So now we can finally go and grab Chunkie's weapon. And trust me, it was long, long overdue. So there we go. Let's grab his firepower. The pineapple launcher. It's a freaking bazooka. It's amazing. Looking good, Chunky dude. Let me give you the lowdown. Not. Alright. Later, dude. And that's that. That's Funky for the entire level. Once you purchase the ammo belt upgrade, it applies to every Kong that has a weapon or doesn't have a weapon, and this also includes Chunky Kong. So when we picked up his weapon, he now also has the 100 ammo supply upgrade, or ammo belt rather, just saying. And here we go. Next minigame, Peril Path Panic. Shoot the claptraps to clear the fairy's path. Press A to fire a melon, and shoot the melon to reload. Alright, so this minigame is a pretty simple one. What you have to do is a very simple task. You have to create a proper path, make it so all the fairies make it across the screen. And bada bing, bada boom. Game is done. Though, if you shoot them, they will eventually regain consciousness. And you will have to shoot the crocodile again, or in this case the claptrap again, in order to get their jaws to just shut up for an additional period of time. And I don't know how long that period lasts exactly, but it does last for quite a while nonetheless. Dang it. I would like to grab Chunkie's blueprint. And I'm probably going to go ahead and do that real quick. Thankfully, if we enter one of these rooms, we can easily switch out Kongs. Because as soon as you get here, there's a tag barrel. And I believe the layout for all these rooms are the exact same, no matter what. Let's kill you now. When you use one of those shockwave attacks, not only will you consume a crystal coconut, but you can kill most enemies in just a single hit with it. So it's a high risk, high reward kind of attack. And some attacks are actually better than others because some attacks leave you completely vulnerable, like in this case with Chunky Kong. Sometimes the animation takes a little bit of additional time to execute. And again, if you're hit during the beginning parts of the animation, then the effect is cancelled out and you still lose your crystal coconut anyway. Which is absolutely lame. Alright. Let's see what's over here. Looks like we get to have a little fun with Lanky Kong's new ability. Let's try it out. I said try it out. There we go. I seriously wonder why there are only a few designated spots before you can even do that. Welcome to Battery Barrel Bandit. This is a literal slot machine minigame. Line up 4 bananas to win the jackpot prize. Press A to spin and A to stop the wheel. The timer begins as soon as you hit the A button. Let's do this. Thankfully, the wheel spins slow enough where you can actually see the banana. But as time goes on, the wheel does get faster and it becomes more difficult to hit the golden banana. So as soon as you see the golden banana on screen, push the button. And boom. Done. Oddly enough, when it comes to these slot machine minigames, you're not given a lot of time to complete them. But it doesn't take very long to complete the minigame anyway, so that's perfectly fair. But again, as I said earlier, as time goes on and we continue further and further into the game, it will become faster and more difficult. Well, looks like we have a tiny segment. And that's perfectly fine. I like those segments. Unfortunately, her segments do take up quite a large chunk of crystal coconuts in order to even get through them all, but thankfully within certain rooms the crystal coconut counter does stop counting down, and I think the timer freezes when you're in those sections. Neat. Didn't even need do anything. Okay. Welcome to not necessarily another bonus game, but it's more like another task. What you have to do is hit the picture that is displayed on the roulette wheel. If you fail even once, then the wheel stops. It resets itself, it slows down back to its slowest speed, and again, as time goes on, the objects will become harder and harder to hit. So, with these janky are you serious? That's a load of bull. With these controls, being how sensitive they are, what I would do is position your cursor towards the middle, like towards the lower middle part of the screen, and leave it here. Leave it here so that way you don't have to deal with the excess sensitivity. Because it's just way too damn sensitive. Are you serious? How did that miss? Thankfully with the... Are you serious? I so shot the thing. There we go. It just seems like I almost screwed up. Maybe I need to make an adjustment. There we go. Fire. Damn it. Damn it! Misfired. There are 6 different objects on this little wheel that you need to hit. Thankfully, it's in the same order each and every time. So first is the orange, then the melon, banana, crystal coconut, banana metal, ammo crate, and that's it. Though, of course, we still need to finish this little game first. Damn it, which is a lot easier said than done, especially with virtual console sensitivity controls. Like, seriously, precision aiming is pretty much next to impossible. There we go. Fire. Yes. There we go. Minigame completed. Whew. Took a lot more ammo than I would have liked, that's for sure. Oh well. That's fine. Oh, what's this? Completing that particular game, for some weird reason, summons a banana fairy over at Funky's hut. So that's going to be our next stop, so we can capture it and add it to our collection. Where is it I'm supposed to go to again? When it comes to this level in particular, for some weird reason, it's pretty easy to get lost. Granted, it has been many years since I've last played this game, so that's to be expected every now and again. There we go. I'm glad that counted. There we go. I guess after capturing a certain number of banana fairies, your orange capacity does increase. And I think after 5 fairies that you manage to capture with the banana reel film, what happens is your orange capacity is increased by 5. Come on, rotate please. Is it seriously that freaking difficult? Just to rotate the damn camera? Funny enough, you can actually change the camera settings in the main menu of the game. Of course, in order to be able to change said thing, you do need to quit the game. Quitting the game results in a game over. So, I figured I'd throw that out there. Alright, wait for the fairy to do its thing. Okay, maybe I should stand in a different spot. I seriously wonder why we can't just grab the fairy. Instead, we gotta take a picture of it and make sure it's in the center of our screen. And I gotta make sure I hit the right button. Otherwise, I could easily screw myself over. And if you run out of film, you'll have to run around the level quite a bit in order to gain additional film and try again. There we go. That took a lot longer than I would have liked. Oh well, it's fine. Now we have another special little mini game of sorts, counting with Donkey Kong. In order to complete this minigame, what you have to do, you have to pound these numbered tiles in order, I think. Where is the number 2? There we go. And these slivery controls definitely do not help things whatsoever. What's also a bit annoying is that you're kind of playing this game at an odd angle. So it can be a bit difficult to distinguish one number from another. Also, what? Oh, okay, I get it. That was a 6. That was a 9 I was hitting. Um, 10. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to finish this. Well... Ah, god damn it. I was so close. Almost had it. I just screwed up majorly at number 6. Oh well. Again, failing the minigame isn't the end of the world. You just have to restart it again. If I don't slip off. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough time to complete this now. Damn. 5, 6... Oh my god. How? How? 7. There we go. 13, 14, 15, and complete. Phew! Alright. There we go. That took quite a lot of effort just to finish the damn minigame. But thankfully, it's done. We still got quite a ways to go within this factory. Still a lot of work left to be done. And enemies to smash, if I can see them, without being blindsided. I think now I have enough bananas to go and fight the next boss. And I'm probably going to go ahead and do that too. So, let's turn in what we need. In order to open this next door, we need 200 bananas total. Let's see how many we can fill. First off, here's 50 of them. So that'll knock that out of the park. Or 55 rather. Still, not too bad. Next is Junkie. I guess I'm kind of doing this in reverse order. Is it me or is Junkie standing at a weird 45-degree angle? Like this platform is not perfectly centered. Wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Again, I apologize for that strange noise. It's just due to my Wii U gamepad rumbling due to the hippopotamus's constant stomping. Okay. Oddly enough, Lanky has like the least number of bananas out of the entire crew. Okay. It looks like I'm not going to have enough bananas. Or I'm going to have just enough. Perfect. There we go. Just enough bananas to open up the door and face the next boss. Who's gonna fight this time? It's none other than Tiny Kong. It's time for her to take on her first boss. So with that in mind, let's get her out and let's do this thing. And here we go. Time to fight boss number 3. In order to start this next boss fight, what you have to do is just walk up to this strange arena here and walk on the tile that is lit up. The tile that's lit is the same every time, so speedrunners can use this to their advantage. And by the way, you need Tiny's twirling hair ability in order to fight this boss anyway, or fight him effectively. And this boss is Nightmare in the Box! Or Nightmare Fuel in the Box. I believe he has a proper name, but damn, this music is kick-ass. Anyway, how this boss fight works is during the first few moments of the fight, you will have to run around and watch as the Jack-in-the-Box follows your every movement. Eventually, he'll jump out and then try to attack you with like energy projectiles. And in order to fight and defeat him, you need to press on the switch on the platform that he's on. So if he's on a white platform, then... If he's on a white platform, look for a switch that's on a white platform. After doing so, then the boss will take some damage. However, if you hit a switch on the platform you're standing on, you receive the damage instead. Thankfully, you only lose one piece of your melon, and if you fall off the arena here, what happens is the part of the fight that you were on previously just resets. So he's back in the box, and you have to jump around even for even longer until eventually he jumps back out. I will say this. At least the camera angle is very, very kind to you in this boss fight. And one strategy you can employ throughout the entirety of the fight is just jump around in a circle. Do this constantly, and eventually... Okay. Sometimes jumping around in the circle may not be the best idea. Oh god, where is the switch? Okay then, the switch is nowhere to be found. Crap. If that happens and you take too long to activate the switch, then the Jack-in-the-Box just goes back into his box and continues doing his thing. And you will have to keep going over and over until eventually he pops back out. Like Jack-in-the-Boxes typically do. Okay, where's this switch this time? Well, dang it. That stunk. Oh, crap. Screw you! This boss fight itself is not too difficult. It's just tedious and can take quite a while to complete. Especially if you can't find the proper switches. If you can't find the right switch, then you won't be able to damage the boss at all. Which is really, really lame. I don't know if this is absolutely true or not, but it feels like that's the... Oh, there's a switch. Hopefully I can reach it in time without falling or getting hit. Phew! And that was only the second hit. Still got one more hit to go, I think. Actually, no. This is one of a few bosses in the game that actually takes more than 3 hits to defeat. Because eventually, at some point, I think after the 3rd hit, he's going to become invisible. So the only way to track him will be to watch the sparkles that Jack-in-the-Box leaves behind. Okay, there's what I'm looking for. Uh-oh. He's also gonna start using a new attack that involves shooting the platform that you're standing on. And when he tries to use that attack, it can be really, really deadly. Okay, so now it's time for this boss's desperate attack. He's absolutely desperate now, and so... this means he's only 1 hit away from death. Another clue... Ow. Another clue that can be used to help identify where the boss is located is look at the platforms themselves. If they're lit, that means the boss is located right there. Okay, time to locate the final switch. I gotta make this fast. That totally works. That works. And he's done. Later, dude. And there we go. Boss is defeated. And the third key is ours. Excellent. Just what I was looking for. Well, I'm glad that's over. I'm glad that is done and over with and we never have to worry about it again. Okay, come on. Up the platform. Sometimes these jumping controls are just not so precise. I don't like that. Especially with the digital VC controls. They are something else entirely. Like a entirely different ballpark. So inaccurate. But they still work. The game is still fully playable 100%. It's just more of a pain in the butt, if anything. Okay. Anyway, welcome everyone to the R&D department. Within this particular department, we'll find some additional minigames that we can play without jumping into any bonus barrels and accessing bonus stages, for the most part. There may still be some bonus stages that we still need to access yet, but for the most part, the minigames are here. And here's Lanky's Crusher. And down he goes. Easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. While exploring the R&D department, be sure to explore all these different doors with each of the characters, because each of these doors contain a special unique challenge unique to that character. Lanky, I believe, does have a challenge behind one of these doors. Which one exactly? I believe it's right here. Perfect. Let's play ourselves a jam. Perfect. And welcome everybody to my personal favorite minigame, Simon Says the Burp Piano Edition. I love this thing. And sadly, even after you complete the minigame, you can't play this piano at your own free will. It's lame. The pattern for this minigame is really, really easy to follow. And I screwed it up. I'm an idiot. Oopsie. Just a little too far ahead. So if you happen to mess up, again, only thing that happens is you just have to start over. You just have to start the pattern over. And thankfully the pattern is not randomized. It's the same order each and every time. There we go. C, B, C, D, E. I'm surprised that even counted for C. Okay, next pattern. I still love that pattern. Whew. Alright, this should be the final one. Yep, most definitely. So C, B, C, D, E. Son of a bitch! I knew it was C, but yet for some reason it registered it as B. For some weird reason, these damn controls always get in my way. Damn this thing. Surprised that even counted. I guess one thing you can do, you can always try to line yourself up with each of the keys, slowly yet surely, to make sure you hit the right one. But that's not exactly the easiest thing you can do. And it's not exactly time efficient now, is it? But it's still efficient enough to make it so you can make sure you're over the right key and you press the right key. And C. Alright, time for the final pattern. Let's try this again now. Oh, fuck you, game! Again, these controls are just way too damn sensitive. I guess that's what makes this particular minigame harder than the original, because it's not so easy to be precise. Damn it! I jumped too far ahead that time. Ah, Christ. This is not a hard minigame, and you can easily nail this on your first try. I could have as well, but no. Instead, super sensitive controls have to get in the way and completely screw me over multiple times. Plus, being an idiot and jumping too far ahead within the melody itself can also screw you over majorly. Okay. Okay. Next. Make sure I'm on the right one. Okay, time for the final pattern. Once again, let's not screw this up. B, C, and A. There we go. Finally, the deed is done. And banana collected. Phew! That took a lot longer than I would have liked. And like I said, these keys are no longer pressable. So that's really lame. Even if you wanted to continue playing the piano just for funsies and maybe even make up your own song with burps, you cannot. You cannot do that. Yeah, Junkie is up next. Gonna need his power in order to smash this, or maybe not. Perhaps there are other ways to get that. I think there's another what. There is something else I have to do in order to open up those cages. It's just going to take some time before we can even do that. Alright. Perfect. Definitely a good time to try and grab this. Grab some additional ammo if you absolutely need it, but otherwise just concentrate on grabbing the bananas. We still need to grab the banana medals for each and every character, though. So we're not quite done collecting bananas just yet. Still a good idea to collect as many as we can, despite the boss being defeated. Now, once you press this switch, the door behind you will close, unfortunately, trapping you. And in order to get through this entire frickin' gauntlet, you just have to defeat all the enemies that are in the room. Thankfully, they all drop additional melons. Funny enough, those particular enemies there, I think they only appear during this gauntlet challenge. Eventually, some additional enemies will pop up, and unfortunately, some of the enemies cannot be defeated by normal means. And the enemies have now formed a giant tower, and they can only be defeated by Junkie's giant form. For the most part, most of the time, Junkie is invincible, but for this instance, he is not. Since the enemy we're fighting is the same size as Junkie's giant form, he still takes normal damage just like everyone else. And in order to defeat him, we just have to do the normal B attack and just smash him until eventually he goes down. Just gotta be sure not to die ourselves first. For some weird reason, it's pretty easy to get stuck on him. And thankfully, after hitting him enough times, the enemy's down and out, and that's the end of the little boss gauntlet. Well, not really a boss gauntlet, but more so an enemy gauntlet. You know what I mean, right? I bet so. And with that, Tyler 2123 is our 50th follower! Hell yeah! Welcome to the Follow Club. Thank you for following this channel. Hope you enjoy your stay here. At this point now, we've reached the 50 follower goal. The only goal left is to somehow find a way to obtain and maintain 3 average viewers. Afterwards, I should be able to apply and become an affiliate for this site. Man, I am seriously pumped. I can't wait until I'm able to do such a thing. Also, I feel like I should grab Tiny first. It'll probably be a better idea to do her task next, if I can jump in the barrel. Thank you. There we go. Hip. And here we go. Tiny's next task is probably one of my favorite minigames in the entire game. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. This is my favorite. This is my favorite bonus minigame that we can do. Okay, so I did need to bring Donkey here for a reason. Oh well. Let's not worry about that now. Let's head towards our next destination and our next bonus minigame. It's time to race! Nice set of wheels, Tiny. Let's race for this golden banana trophy, shall we? To win, you'll have to beat me over 2 laps and collect 10 coins. Try pressing Z to speed up. Use the analog stick to change lanes. Press A to cheat. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. And you're only given 3 opportunities to cheat throughout the entirety of the race. And that is how you cheat, by firing missiles. Thankfully, the... Oh, damn. I was worried that would have missed. Thankfully, that's not the case. Son of a biscuit. At this point now, there's no way we can cheat anymore, so this is the final lap and our last chance to not only get in front, but I don't think there's any way we can even win that now. Dang it! You only get 3 cheats for the duration of the race, so use them wisely. Only use them for when the frickin' race car speeds in front of you. Be sure to hit each and every single boost panel that you can. And be sure to use your cheats to the best of your ability. And try not to hit any TNT carts that are roaming around the track. Okay, final lap. If you try to use cheats anymore, if you have none of your arsenal whatsoever, you'll just honk your horn. And there's no way to gain any additional cheats, so that's something to keep in mind. Oh, god damn it. I keep dodging every single coin. Is there any more? Nope. That's a fail, right there. Just 1 coin shy from clearing the minigame completely. I also hate these damn controls on the frickin' classic controller. I swear, this is way better on the N64 one for sure. Thankfully though, 10 coins is the bare minimum that you need in order to win the race and finish the minigame. But even so, thanks for taking the hit for me. God damn this game. Get out of my way! Thankfully the boost panels are clearly labeled throughout the course of the race. However, you will have to make the call on whether or not hitting them is really the best option. Most of the time it is, but there are some instances where that shit happens. Where a TNT barrel just happens to hit you in the blind spot and completely screw you over. Okay, let's try this again. Also, another thing too, TNT barrels can cock block your cheats. And hitting them does absolutely bugger all. Get out of my way, damn it! I went through him. That's pretty funny. Video game logic. I'm guessing that little race car's cheat capabilities is like little turbo boosts. And thankfully these only limited to about 3 per race, I think. I'm not too sure. Either way, I don't plan on finding out. I wasn't really keeping track. There we go! Finally! The race is won. Damn, that took forever. But I'll gladly take it. Oh no! The shame of being beaten by a monkey! I'll let you have this prize if you promise not to mention this to the other cars in the pit lane. What other cars? What pit lane? What do you see here that I don't see? I don't get it. But anyway, that minigame is done, and we don't have to worry about it ever again. Of course, we can always replay the minigame for fun if we want to at any time. But I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, hi. Get out of my way. Thank you. Now then, the next task that we're going to be doing is pulling that freaking lever as Donkey Kong. I think pulling the lever will open up some of the cage doors that are on the upper level here within the R&D department. Then again, maybe it'll do something else. I can't quite remember for sure what it does. Only one way to find out. Let's do it together. Let's find out right about now. What does this little thing do? And as I thought, it opens up those little cage doors. Perfect. Just what I wanted to do. Absolutely perfect. I like that quite a lot. At this point now, it's time to play another battle arena. Let's do this. Battle arenas can be played against with any Kong that you desire. So if you feel more comfortable using a certain Kong over another, feel free to bring them to the battle arena and you'll do perfectly fine. It's entirely up to you. For this arena challenge, you have to survive 45 seconds. If you're killed or thrown off the battle arena, you are forced to start over. And your health is not restored, which is unfortunate. That's the annoying thing about these frickin' crushers, is that they're shockwaves. If you're hit by it, you're more than likely gonna fall off. So when it comes to enemy prioritization, try to take them out first. And if you see them trying to do their animation of their smash attack, depending on your distance, it would be wise to try to go after them before they can execute their smash. If they manage to activate it, well then, you're going to be in some serious trouble. The enemy spawn rate is, when an enemy is killed, it takes about 2 or 3 seconds for the enemy to respawn in the battle arena. And there we go. Third time's the charm. That's what I like to see. Would have liked to clear it within my first attempt, but sadly, it just wasn't meant to be. There we go. And down we go! Well. Unfortunately, there is a switch here which only Diddy Kong can press. But there is still something else that we can do as Donkey. And enter this little room here, and we'll find some additional bananas, a coin, some banana reels, and a banana medal. Hell yeah! And also this. Don't forget to pull this after you enter the room. Trust me, you're going to need to do it in order to access further parts of the factory. And there we go! The production line is now active. The entire production line is ready to go. It's operating at its fullest capacity. So now we can finally begin our ascent within the production room. And we can also access another part, or the inner workings of the production facility. However, we can really only access it as Donkey Kong. It might not be a bad idea to just go for that now, and then just warp back to the R&D department. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, let's go. In we go. This particular room can only be navigated through as strong with the power of Strong Kong. Because these crushing machines, they crush at such a high frequency That's not even funny. Plus, these conveyor belts do not help things either. They really, really don't. But thankfully, getting out of here is a pretty simple task. Just gotta do that, and boom. That's done. Was there another opening that we need to worry about here? No, that's just a map telling us, hey, this is where this thing is. Go for it, kiddo. Alright. Let's go ahead and take care of this little production line climb. You may be wondering, where is the fourth banana warp point? Well, I'll tell you. It's somewhere further up this gauntlet. It's wise to try to take your time. Go at this at a slow pace and take your sweet time. Doing so will make it so you're less likely to fall off. And if you fall, you will have to begin your ascent all over again. Not exactly something you really want to do, now do ya? No one does. Okay, and now. Hit! Made it. Here we go. Now, around here should be Donkey Kong's Crusher. As far as where he is exactly, I think he's a little further up. Another tag barrel. I wonder if that can mean something. Funny enough, I think those turn things are I think they're reused assets from Banjo-Kazooie. I could be wrong on that. Alright, gotta be sure I can grab this. And done. Ow! That was a great big fall. Well, anyway, at least the fourth warp pad is now activated. So now we can finally work on getting all the bonus items that are in this room. But of course, in order to get those things, we need the right Kong for the job. For each and every single switch. For the most part, it's not too bad. Now that the fourth warp point is activated, we can easily take the shortcut and continue our ascent. Or just begin our ascent anew and get through it that much more quickly. Okay, here we go. Time to reach Diddy's Golden Banana. There's no visible time limit, but there is one. There is a time limit. I'm not exactly sure how long the time limit actually is, but either way, it's not worth chancing, so try to take care of this as quickly as you can. While also still trying to take your time and make sure you don't fall. Which is, again, easier said than done. Are you kidding me? God damn it. I just got frickin' wedged in between the frickin' turning thing, whatever the frickin' is, and I don't know if the switch deactivated or what. I'm gonna say no, but at the same time I'm kind of wondering, yeah, I think it did get deactivated. I just ran out of frickin' time because I did stupid shit like that. Better go check it. Make sure. Okay, good. It's still pressed. Also, be careful when navigating through even the bottom level of this area. Now that the production line is active, it's gonna shoot boxes across the room. And if the box hits you, you will take some damage. Thankfully, it's only one unit of damage, but even so, it's still damage nonetheless. Okay, let's wait for these to do their thing. Great, now I think they're out of sync. That works. Come on, do the springy. Thanks. Whew. Alright, that's Diddy Kong's going banana for this section. Time to take on the others. And as soon as I can go ahead and tag them out. I think that's the wrong way. Yes, it is. Oops. Sorry about that. Happens to all of us every once in a while. It probably would have been faster if I just went ahead and changed characters at the 4th warp point. But I feel like this is faster. Only slightly faster, though. Plus, it's safer, too. Oops. Forgot to activate Chunkie's switch. Hi there. How you doing? I don't like your face. Get lost. Okay. Now's the time to grab Chunkie's golden banana, which you have more than enough time to complete this task. You're intended to grab this during your set. Oh my god, camera! Do not do this to me. Great. Now I can't see. And this happens. Every damn time. It seems like the camera just loves to screw me over all the time. Whether it gets trapped behind the frickin' tag barrel, or I do stupid shit like that. Come on, warp back. Don't have time to be screwing around. This should have been completed a long time ago. Okay, raise up, please. Thank you. There we go. Golden banana number 4 for Junkie already. I like it. I think I'm just gonna stay here for just a moment. Just so I can grab this, or just completely miss it. Whatever, it works. I guess. Aw, I like that. How cute. What a cute idle animation. Ow. Okay. That was painful, but thankfully that wasn't too bad. That wasn't the worst thing in the world. It still was pretty difficult, though. Pretty difficult to deal with. Even so, though. Even so. I don't know if any of the other Kong's golden bananas for this section are timed or not. I'm pretty sure this one is. But what this does, it summons a bonus barrel. A bonus stage barrel for another golden banana opportunity. God damn it. Ha! I never knew you could actually jump on those guys and actually not get hurt. That's weird, but awesome. Hip. Alright. That's one thing about this game sometimes, is that sometimes, for some weird reason, the Kongs just have a tendency to stick to the walls. Or fall off a stupid... fall off like that. I can't see, I'm panicking, I'm darting across the damn room. Are you kidding me? Huh, okay. Well, there's Tiny's banana medal for the level. Time for the fun part. Phew, barely made it. In we go. Let's play a bonus game. Crazy Kong Clamor. Definitely one of my least favorite minigames. Shoot the golden banana, don't hit any Kongs. Press A to fire, and fire at the melon to reload. You gotta be quick in this minigame. You gotta have like super fast reflexes. Like as soon as you identify the banana's location, aim at it immediately. Otherwise, the room will grow dark, and everything will change positions. If you happen to hit a Kong, you will have to hit the golden banana an additional time. I think that's how it works. But later variants of this minigame will require you to have like the quickest of reflexes. I am dead serious. Like so damn quick that it's not even funny. Okay. Now it's time for Lanky to have some fun in this section. After I hit that. Well, that was unintentional, but that's fine. I did mean to jump down, but not to that kind of extent, because I saw some bananas. Okay. Now it's time to grab Lanky's golden banana for this section. This golden banana, thankfully, is not timed. As long as you don't leave the room, and as long as you don't die, then you should be able to grab it without an issue. And you can take as long as you want. Oh, come on! That is a load of bullshit! Let me warp, damn it! Thank you, Jesus. God, that's the kind of thing that pisses me off, especially with the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy on PS4. Like rounded edges, even if you land on a platform, there's a high chance that the game's like, nope, you didn't actually land here, screw you, goodbye. And the game just throws you off the platform just because, lol. Anyway, Lanky can only get up here with his handstand move. So what I recommend doing is just going up here as slowly as humanly possible. Watch the shadow and make sure it stays in the middle of the pipe. And there we go. Not only did we get Lanky's banana medal, we also got another golden banana for him. Sweet. Nice. That's basically everyone for this entire section. Woohoo! No. Actually, I pulled out the wrong Kong. There we go. There's still some stuff that we have to do within the R&D department, and I intend on completing those things right now. First off, though, we do have to get back there, which should be a very simple task. Thanks to the good old power of the banana warp, we can warp back there almost instantly. It does take a little bit of time to get there, though, but hey, at least it doesn't take forever. That's for sure. Okay. I guess another thing we're pointing out, too, is if you leave the R&D department, any doors that you opened up as the other Kongs, they close back up. I think. That or they close back up when you tag out to the next call. Okay. Alright, time for this fun challenge. What you have to do is match the numbers on the door and open them. There are 3 doors. And we just have to enter the numbers that are displayed clear as crystal right on the door. Enter in the right combination and a 4-digit number. That door will open, and I believe you will have to fight a certain number of enemies that enter from that door. Defeat them all, and open up the next door, and keep doing it until all doors have been opened and all enemies have been defeated. And just like with the Junkie section, thankfully, the enemies do drop watermelon pieces. Oh, nice! Another banana medal, this time for good old Diddy Kong. And I shot way too far. That was too soon. There we go. Perfect. Wow, nice! That's all the bananas for Diddy Kong. Sweet. Okay, 4, 2, 3, 1. That's our next door. Although these doors can be opened in any order that you see fit. There is no quote-unquote correct door that you have to open in order to get the golden banana that's in here. I do believe you have to open up all the doors at least once and defeat all the enemies. So screw you. Prepare to die. Not a chance to get with oranges. So everyone dies now. Or I just waste the energy. I guess for this particular fight, for some weird reason, it gives you unlimited oranges. I guess that's how they intended you to defeat the enemies. So 1, 3, 4, 2. Oranges are how they intended for you to defeat the enemies. 1, 3, 4, 2. Okay. Couldn't remember for sure if that was the right combination or if it was a different number. If you enter the wrong combination, then I think what happens is it simply starts over. You really think you can touch me while I'm playing my freaking guitar? Oh, are you serious? Orange! Okay, note to self. Even if you use your instrument, it's not effective against these guys whatsoever. Thankfully for this section, for this particular door that you opened up, you get unlimited ammo. And that's just for the duration of the battle. Those mechanical beasts, for whatever reason, take multiple hits. I think they take 3 hits in order to take down. But after defeating everyone and opening up all 3 doors, you get your golden banana as a reward. And so, we're pretty much done here. So, we can now leave this particular section. However, there's still one more golden banana out in the wild for Diddy Kong to collect. And I have a good idea where that is. It's right down here somewhere. Just need to hit this switch. And I also gotta make sure to jump onto these vines correctly. And you only have 20 seconds to do this. Thankfully, you are given way more than enough time to do it. Oh no, not this one. This is Beaver Bother. Herd the beavers into the pit. Press A to jump and B to scare them. This minigame is the worst minigame in the entire game and is the most broken. Even if a beaver is like rubbing against the pit, more likely than not, they will not fall in. So, it was like this in the original N64 version as well, and since this is a Virtual Console re-release, I would expect them to maybe, just maybe, fix Beaver Bother to make it so they fall in more often, even when they're rubbing against the edge of the freaking hole. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Most Virtual Console re-releases are just ports of the original game, of the original ROM. If you happen to fall into the middle pit yourself, the minigame ends in failure automatically. Also, that's a load of bull. This is why this minigame blows. They seriously do not give you enough time to scare all the beavers to go into the holes. So essentially what you have to do is scare multiple beavers and get them to go into the hole. And they have such a huge amount, no matter what. And even if they're running against the hole, sometimes they still do not fall. We will be playing this particular minigame multiple times over, and as we go on further and further into the game, more and more instances of this minigame will become more and more difficult. The beavers are going to be that much more persistent and will glitch that much more often. Jesus flip. Again, you have to scare multiple beavers and get them to go into the hole, but really, I can only do one at a time. Fuck this. I was hoping to maybe jump into the hole just to say screw this game, but whatever. Okay, I'm putting on my concentration cap on. Let's do this. Losing too much time. God, I feel like a goddamn speedrunner. Maybe I should watch a speedrun of this game on 101% speedrun. Let's see, what is it that they do to manipulate it so they win Beaver Bother more easily and more consistently every time? Because for us filthy casuals, this is the worst goddamn minigame in existence. There we freaking go! Jesus Christ almighty on a bicycle! That was hell! Oh my god, that was the frickin' pits! Absolute pits! Well, it looks like everyone has their blueprint, I think? Yes, 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 and yes. Only thing missing, as far as other collectibles are concerned, is Junkie's banana medal, right? Yes. Junkie is only 5 bananas away from obtaining it too. Thankfully, I know where those bananas are. Let's go grab it. Let's go grab those bananas, grab the banana medal, and then head to Snide's HQ with each and every single Kong, and never look back. Oh my god. Just like I said before, Beaver Bother is only going to get worse. It is a shit minigame that is solely reliant on RNG manipulation. At least for us casual players. And there we go. That's the last banana medal for Junkie. Yay! Let's grab this balloon. I said grab it, damn it. There we go. Not that I need any more bananas, but it's still fun to collect it, like as soon as I see it. I like that. I honestly do. Okay, now comes the fun part. Let's head on into Snide's HQ and turn in our blueprints. What's the animation gonna be this time? This time it's just a finger. Pushing the switch. And there we go. Banana. Banana is ours. Still got a ways to go, though. Next. Next in line. Oh, Jesus flip. And another thing we're pointing out, too, when it comes to turning in blueprints, unfortunately, you cannot skip these animations. You have to sit through and watch them all, no matter what. Here we go. Oh, hello, Tiny gets 2 golden bananas. Probably because I didn't turn in her blueprint from the previous level. So that's cool. At least we got the golden banana for that. For the previous level, as well as this one. Job well done. Job well done. Whew. Okay. Unfortunately, it does take quite a bit of time to turn in each and every single blueprint. Sadly, you can't just use one Kong and turn in all the blueprints at once for everyone else. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it has to be. Here we go. Time to grab Diddy Kong's 5th golden banana for the level by turning in his blueprint. And boom. Deed is done. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And finally, the last member of the DK crew is not Lanky Kong. This Kong's got style. He's got grace. He does not have a funny face. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail after he turns in this blueprint. And there we go. That's that. That's all the... Oh. There are multiple. Alright. Probably because I didn't turn in the blueprints from some of the previous levels. Let's check out our progress so far. I have to say we're about a quarter of the way there. So far, so good. We still have plenty of blueprints left to find, though. Let's make sure everything else is collected before we make our leave. Or take our leave, rather. And it looks like that is going to be a big fat yes. For the most part. Yep, all banana medals collected. Both banana fairies have been discovered and captured. And we got the levels crown. Cool. Alright. Perfect. Here we go. Levels finally complete at nearly 3 hours. I gotta say, that level took forever. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to talk to you. Okay. I don't think there's anything else that we need to worry about here. At least I don't think so. Did I open that box earlier? I feel like I did. Then again, maybe I didn't. Better go check and make sure. Okay, yeah. I opened it. Just wanted to be sure. Yep. Donkey Kong. That's who I wanted to bring out. Now then, now that all the Kongs have been rescued at this point, one thing we can definitely do is go back through some of the previous levels, like through Jungle Japes, and even Angry Aztec, and complete some of the other tasks that we were not able to complete with the other Kongs since they were not available within our party yet. Honestly, I don't think that's such a bad idea. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll save Gloomy Galleon for the next session. But, of course, before we do anything else, we're gonna go ahead and drop off this key to K. Lumsey. Maybe he'll open up another level for us. Let's find out. He should. Well then. That's lame. Sadly, it did not really do much of anything, so really the only way to open up additional levels is to beat the boss of both level 3 and 4. So, level 4 is technically Gloomy Galleon. That's still another place where we have to go to yet. Also, you may notice that there's this boulder that's been kind of sitting there all this time. Well, Junkie is the only character who can lift up these boulders with relative ease, and it makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. But lifting the boulder and destroying it is the only way to reveal this musical pad, which Lanky is the one who needs to play his instrument here. Play it! And with that, we should get another golden banana. Yep, another golden banana. Thanks, man. Thank you for finding another golden banana for us. Getting quite a bit done this session, and I like that. Quite a lot. Actually, I think I'm gonna stick with Lanky Kong, at least for the first part of this level, because I think there's a switch that I need his grape gun in order to shoot. So here we go. You could always wait until a later point in the level and take care of all the other tasks with the other Kongs, so long as you have all the abilities available. But I feel like taking care of what I possibly can do now. That way we have less to do if we need to come back here again. Next minigame, please don't be Beaver Bother. Thank God. Mad Maze Mall. Destroy all the baddies, then head for the checkered flag. Oddly enough, this particular minigame has unique battle music. Very, very unique music. The enemies are really well spread out throughout the entire maze, and you have to go and search for them all. After you defeat all the enemies, you need to find your way to the exit. And be sure to do so within the time limit, otherwise you'll have to redo the entire minigame all over again. And that's lame. Okay, one enemy left. We still got time to finish this yet. So long as we don't screw up like that. Come on, let's go. And done! Woohoo! One other thing I really love about this game is the music. I believe the composer for this game's soundtrack is David Wise, the same guy who also composed music for Diddy Kong Racing, my favorite game of all time. I am dead serious. It is my absolute freaking favorite. I even tried speedrunning the game once. Quite fun, but it was not exactly a respectable time, but it was still good enough for a first attempt. Okay. We still have another thing to do. Time for Tiny Kong to come on out and play. The thing with her, we still have quite a large number of bananas to collect for her. I don't think... Yeah, none of the other Kongs besides Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong have collected their banana medals yet. So, it's time to go banana hunting. But of course, we're also going to grab a lot of other things along the way. So let's go. Let's go do it and have fun along the way. Next minigame. It is Splish Splash Salvage. Collect all the coins, but watch out for the starfish. We have to collect 10 coins throughout the entirety of this minigame. And I think if you get hit by the starfish, either you fail the minigame automatically, or you just take a hit and lose some serious time. Yeah, you just lose some time. That's about it. You just get smacked. Not too bad, but again, the problem with it is that you are stuck with this freaking camera angle that's absolutely terrible. And unfortunately, there's not much you can do about it. You kind of have to stick with it. Okay, there's still 2 coins left to get. Here's 1. Oh my god. Seriously? How did I miss that? Alright, 1 more. There we go. Phew! That was way too close. There we go. Just what I like to see. Absolutely perfect. Now, onward to the next thing. If you recall, there were some areas of which we could not access. That is, unless we have the right Kong out. And that's due to the fact that many of these places that we could not access were blocked off by gates. And I believe within this room should be Tiny's Crusher. Or is it known as a Kersplat? They always shout Splat! For whatever reason. Screw it. I'm gonna keep calling them Crushes for the time being, at least until I'm corrected. And there we go. Tiny's blueprint for this level has been collected. Woohoo! Done and dusted. Now it's time to open up this door. Within this room, there are a couple of things that we can do in here. This room is more so built for Junkie and Tiny's special abilities than anything else. Because within this room, there's a tiny cage that can only be accessed while using Tiny's tiny form. So let's go for it. To access the cage, just jump on this mushroom and land in the cage. If I can get inside. Don't be afraid to use the twirl to recenter yourself and slow down your descent, even if it's just a little bit. Every little bit helps. After grabbing the golden banana with Tiny Kong, the cage automatically opens so you're not trapped. Thank God. Otherwise that would just be a dick move. On not only the game designer's part, but also K. Rool's part as well. According to the game's lore, that is. There is one other thing I kind of wanted to mention, is that lately, you may have noticed on the YouTube archived versions of these streams, I've been messing around with Photoshop and trying different styles when it comes to the thumbnails. Also, what was I thinking? I should have kept the form going. Oh well, it's fine. Can still easily hop right back in. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The Photoshop I've been using lately has it's been changing quite a lot over the past couple of months. I've recently purchased myself a humble bundle with just because on Twitter I saw it was being promoted by another user. I can't remember who the user was, but it was being promoted by them to say, hey, there's a Vegas Pro bundle available for like the $20 tier. And I figured that is an excellent deal to go for go for the $20 tier for Vegas Pro 14. Because I've been using Vegas Pro 13 for years. That's basically what I've stuck with all these years. Until recently, when I purchased the Humble Bundle, that's when I finally was able to upgrade to Vegas Pro 14. It may not be the latest version, which in this case is version 15. Even so, it's still a newer version. Much newer than version 13, which was still under the Sony umbrella, which was later acquired by Magix. Alongside that bundle, not only did I get Vegas Pro 14, I also got my hands on some other pieces of software from Magix as well. And really, those additional pieces of software are just purely a bonus. That's the way they've been all these years, and that's the way it's going to stay. It's always been a bonus and nothing more. One of the bonus programs was like a music making program. I have downloaded it and redeemed it, and I haven't tried using it yet. I never actually tried to sit down and try to use the program because I really don't have much use for it. But maybe I can use it to make like auto-tunes or something, or some other fun little side project I could do in the future. But for right now, it's kind of just sitting on my desktop, just saying, hey, hi there. Use me please, maybe? And another program I actually tried to use was also by Magix, and I can't quite remember the name of the program, but it's like a photography studio made for like photo designers and stuff of that nature. It's like their own little attempt at a Photoshop and a photo editing program. It works, yes, but it's very cumbersome, not user-friendly, and a major pain in the ass to work with. Doing simple things that I can do for free, technically, was just not possible with Magic's photo designer software. It honestly wasn't, so after just using it for a short period of time, I just said screw it, and I uninstalled the program. Okay. And after saying screw it, what I decided to do from that point forward was I decided to oh, minecart mayhem. Avoid the TNT carts to speed up, press Z to slow down, press B to change lanes. Use the stick at any junction. Good luck. Anyway, this particular minigame is an infamous one. And the reason why the minigame is so infamous is because this game is all about survival. You have to survive until time runs out. Crap. Damn it. If you're hit once, then the minigame is an automatic failure. And as we play this minigame more and more often, more and more obstacles will be added. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again now. So if you happen to see any TNT barrels on your particular lane, switch to any of the nearest lanes and you should be fine. Keyword is should. Thankfully, this first version of the minigame... Damn it! I should have just slowed down. That way, the TNT barrels would have just simply blown up on their own. Nope! Not thinking. If you feel like you're going to be hit by a TNT crate, don't be afraid to slow down with the use of the B button. Also, it's a really good idea to try to speed around at the speed of sound as often as humanly possible. Dead damn it. Screwed over again. Can you blow me up big? Well, no. No, I'm not doing that. Also, why would you ask me to do something like that? Seriously, what the F? Okay. Crud. Man! This minigame right here is not an easy one. Thankfully, this first iteration is pretty easy, but I'm definitely making it harder than it should be. Sometimes it can be pretty difficult to tell where the card is or where they're coming from. Again, don't be afraid to slow down every now and again. Should be fine. Coming up to the next junction, and there we go. Minigame complete. Whew. And as I said earlier, as the minigame goes on further and further, what happens is more and more TNT minecarts will be added, so you will be forced to multitask. And trust me, that's definitely going to be a lot harder going forward, for sure. Unfortunately, there's not really much we can do with this giant chunky form, and oddly enough, we cannot exit the room with the form active. But it's still a useful ability, especially for smashing through major obstacles very quickly. Speaking of which, there's another thing that we need to go through yet, and in order to access it, we need to lift up the boulder, throw it away, and then smash the ground. And that ground is right here. Okay. Apparently that boulder held a golden banana. Sweet. Just be sure not to forget to pick it up before smashing the ground. And there we go. You can leave this little area at any time just by simply returning to the cannon and fire yourself out into the open free world. Be careful when navigating through here because it's very easy to slip off and die. Plus, considering the fact that this is a very dark room does not make things any easier, nor is it very helpful. God damn it. Stupid aiming controls. There we go. That's done. This is a pretty short room, and again, all you have to do here is just swing on the vines to the left and grab the golden banana. Just be sure to grab everything else along the way, and try not to fall off either. Otherwise, it's back to the start of the room. Also in here, you'll find Chunkie's Crusher. So, die! Just be sure he doesn't fall off the level. And Death Warp! Thankfully, if you die in here, you can warp straight back to the entrance. So, Death Warping is a very viable option within that particular location. Anyway, next stop is going to be right over here. This is more of Lanky Kong's territory, and we're going to go ahead and take care of it now. Over here we'll find a door which only Diddy can access, which, stupid. Whatever. At least, at the very least, the tag barrel is not too far behind. Just need to go over here first, switch to Diddy, and then switch back. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hit. This should be a good enough distance. Fire. There we go. Opening up that little cage door should, Okay, what? I got damaged during the cutscene? Wow, that's not fair! I mean, I literally couldn't do anything at all except just take it like a champ. Well, either way, at least the way is clear and it's now open, ready for us to traverse and check out. We're gonna do just that. Up we go. Let's see what's in here. What a strange location. There is one other thing that I've noticed throughout the course of this playthrough, is that many of the objects in the game are actually 2D sprites. Don't those pegs look a little loose to you? Yeah, they kind of do. So, what you have to do is simple. Just hover over the pegs and just simply ground pound them. Doing so will summon a bunch of enemies onto this battlefield, I guess. And oddly enough, these enemies can be easily dispatched of by means of playing your instrument. I know it was cheap, but I felt like clearing this as quickly as I possibly could. And after grabbing the golden banana in here, the second banana fairy of the level is summoned. And I completely screwed up. It's in the frame, but unfortunately it's not the center. There we go. That's better. Much better. Always love a good ammunition and everything. Love having a nice refill of everything. Definitely well worth the trouble. That's for sure. Oh. It would help if I grabbed the dang bananas. That would be really, really great. Uh-huh. Now, where's our next destination, you may be wondering? Well, I have a couple of places in mind where I could go to next. And I think I'm gonna go somewhere over here, maybe. I think around here should be a switch where I can shoot to access a cage. Oh wait, the cages themselves open after I use that particular Kong to hit a switch where Cranky's lab is located, so oops. Okay, I guess that's gonna be our next stop. Oops, hi there, how you doing? Well, at least we hit each other. But I still win. There we go. Again, that took a little more shots than I would have liked. Oh well, not much I can do about it except just complain and move on. Anyway. I believe up here should be a bonus barrel. Yes, it is. Please do not be Beaver Bother again. Please. For the love of God. Okay, Speedy Swing Sortie. Bounce up into the trees and collect all the coins. That seems simple enough. And done. I wonder, how long did I take to finish that? Like 10 seconds? I'm gonna guess around that or roughly 12. Something like that. Either way, that was a very, very easy minigame, and I think that's the only instance in which you'll see that minigame in the entire game. So, that's lame, and also kind of sad, too. Oh well. Anyway, before we hit these switches that are all around here, I first would like to take care of a little something over here. first off... apparently there's a bunch of bananas on top of Cranky's hut. Question is, how do you get to it? Perhaps up here. Hit. There we go. That's how it's done. Not that I really need bananas, but Junkie still needs to grab his banana medal yet, along with the other 3 Kongs of Lanky and Tiny. Now, the reason why I grabbed Junkie is to not only grab this banana fairy over here, but also to completely waste the film like an idiot. God damn it. Okay. There we go. And done. That's the second and final banana fairy for this level. Looks like we got a nice crystal coconut increase. Q. Alright, time for some fun. That's banana balloon number 1. Number 2 should be easily destroyable. There it is, and that's Chunkie's banana medal. And just for funsies, let's just destroy this one, if I can hit the bastard. There. Whew. Anyway, this boulder needs to be picked up by Chunky Kong in order to access his switch. Let's go. Let's go. This switch opens up the cage over towards Snide's HQ. You only got 50 seconds to make it to the cage, so we gotta make this fast. So what I recommend doing is do long jumps over and over again until the cows come home. This will allow you to cover more ground within a shorter period of time. And I believe that in order to get to Snide's HQ, what you have to do is not jump on top of the... Don't jump on the top of Funky's shop. Instead, you kind of have to do this, I think. No, it doesn't look like it. Shoot. Well, I screwed up. And time's up. If you run out of time, then unfortunately the cage closes back up. And that's that. That's all of Chunkie's going regular bananas. All of his bananas have been collected in the entire level. That's nice. At least I got another character besides Diddy Kong done, as far as banana collecting is concerned. Unfortunately, though, we still have the matter of dealing with this stupid frickin' switch. Let's try again. Okay, let's do this. Off we go again. Now this time I'm gonna jump on top of Funky's shop if I possibly can. Let's just hope things work out. Just gotta keep moving as quickly as I can. I don't know if there's any sort of fast swimming techniques that are available for casual players. There we go. And made it with 10 seconds left to spare. Excellent. That's what I like to see. And Infinity Redix just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you so much for the subscription, buddy. I highly appreciate it. So, now that Chunky has finished banana collecting, I figured while we were here in Snide's HQ, we might as well go ahead and turn in his blueprint first. I figured it was a good idea to do this anyway. And check it out. 69, the dirty number of bananas. I can't remember how many bananas there are in the entire game. You need 100 as the bare minimum in order to get all the, in order to access the final level in the game. But as far as how many bananas there are in the entire game, there are, if I remember correctly, 201. 201 bananas in total. We still got a long way to go. Not even halfway there yet. But we should be able to get there more quickly, relatively soon. I believe there's a switch for Diddy Kong somewhere over here. Yep, here it is. Perfect. Alright. Now, for Diddy's switch and basically everyone else's switches, what strategy you should employ is you should use this banana warp to your advantage. That way you can get here much more quickly than you could otherwise. You may be thinking, why didn't I just use the banana warp to warp with Junkie in order to get here more quickly? Well, the thing is, it's actually faster to go there the traditional way and run all the way there from his switch as opposed to running all the way back towards Cranky's lab and activating the warp. I am dead serious. It's that much faster. Okay, what am I thinking? Activate the warp, please. Thank you. Man, I am getting hungry. Well, it is getting pretty late in the afternoon, and I really should consider wrapping things up soon, but I want to keep going for as long as I can and maybe continue on until I eventually finish not only Jungle Japes, but also Angry Aztec as well. That's my goal, and I'm hoping to achieve it. Hoping to achieve it here. Awesome! That's Lanky's banana medal, and it's time for him to make a run for his golden banana for his timed challenge. Screw you, stupid beaver. Stupid giant beaver. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know that I'm a monkey too? Well, technically speaking, Lanky Kong is an orangutan. If anything, are they considered a member of the monkey family? I would say so. God damn it! Whew. Nice recovery. There we go. That's that. And I believe I can go ahead and turn in Lanky's blueprint too. I believe everyone has their blueprint at this point, right? Yes, and yes. Everyone does. Excellent. I like it when I'm productive like this. It makes me feel good, knowing that I got so much done within one sitting. Oh dear, this is not going to end well. Okay. That actually ended better than I thought. Here we go. A little longer than I would have liked to get back here, but it still works perfectly fine. I like that. Okay, let's turn in this blueprint. Alright, that's Lanky's blueprint turned in and good to go. There's still the matter of one other Kong that I still need to turn in our blueprint with, and I believe that is just Tiny. I still need to collect her banana medal yet. She still has a little bit of a ways to go before she can get it, but hey, it's not too much further left. Let's go ahead and turn in this blueprint so that way we can claim her 4th golden banana now. And then we can do something else with her and claim her 5th and final golden banana for Jungle Japes, which I believe is a switch challenge. So let's go. Let's continue on our merry way. Alright. As far as what tasks are left are concerned, there's not too much left to go, actually. I believe this is going to be the last one. The last golden banana for Jungle Japes. And this golden banana, once again, used the 4th warp pad that you've activated earlier, and you have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds to get to this golden banana, which should be a very simple task. Just swim to it after warping back here, and bada bing, bada boom. Banana is yours. And I believe that's it for Jungle Japes. Let's make sure. Yes, yep, yes, yep, and done. Everything's collected here pretty much. So, excellent. Excellent, that's what I like to see. Progress! Alrighty folks, despite us clearly being over the 3-hour mark for this session, I'm definitely going to go ahead and return to Angry Aztec and finish up all the remaining tasks that are there. Figured that way, when we start the next play session, which is going to be this coming Saturday, at least it should be, when we finish it, we'll be able to start fresh. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. I do believe in order to... Stupid zinger. Alrighty. I believe there's something else we can definitely do right now. Remember this little thing we tried to do earlier but couldn't quite access completely? Well, that's because we lacked help of Tiny Kong and also her hair twirl ability. So, even if you activated this earlier and summoned the bonus barrel, if you leave the room, then the barrel just disappears and you would have to resummon it. Excuse me. Now, in order to get over here, you need to time your twirl just right and cover enough ground so you can reach it, which is a lot easier said than done. I believe you have to jump around here? God damn it. I must have just slipped off and just did not have enough height to make it. I slipped. Dang it! Well, unfortunately, this is going to take quite a bit of time. This usually takes me at least a few tries before I make it to the bonus barrel in the first place. Just because there's no other suitable spot to reach it, besides the 2 corners over here. Plus, it doesn't help that the camera keeps wanting to reset. Oh, come on! I touched the damn thing! Screw it. Screw this game sometimes, I swear. There we go. Finally, we made it.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Time for more Big Bug Bash. In this version of Big Bug Bash, we need to hit the fly 8 times within 60 seconds. If you can get into a really good rhythm, you can clear this minigame relatively quickly. Oddly enough, as you're swinging your fly swatter around, if he's speeding around, that means you're kind of pissing him off. And so, what you should do is wait for the fly to slow down and smack him. Alright. That was surprisingly simpler than I originally thought. Cool. Now then. There should be something else here. Oh, right. I remember now. I do need to bring out Junkie again. And I forgot that in order to press down on that little switch in this little room here, you need to kill the zingers. You can do this by either shooting them with your pineapple bazooka or take them both out in a single shot using your instrument. And there we go. Doing so will summon this giant chunky barrel. And with its power, you can press down on this switch. Unfortunately, there's nothing really much else you can do with the ability here. Pressing down the switch just opens up Chunkie's hint door. So that was completely optional, but hey, I wanted to press down on it because pressing down on switches is fun. It honestly is. You should try it sometime. Totally. I pinky swear, okay? Alright. Now for Angry Aztec, what you have to do here is... First off, make sure you have Chunky Kong when you enter the level, so that way you can blast open this door. Now it's time to take on this little puzzle. You may notice these strange pots that are just hanging around about in the room. Well, what you have to do is pick up these pots and bring them over to their proper designated spots. And in order to put down an item that you're carrying without throwing it, what you have to do is hit Z. If you happen to get hit during any point in your journey of carrying these pots, you unfortunately drop the pot that you're carrying, and you'll be forced to pick it back up again. It also doesn't help with the fact that the bees are hanging around about trying to ruin your day. The platforms are really skinny, and it's pretty easy to just slip off and freaking lose yourself. But after placing down all the pots on their designated platforms, you'll summon the golden banana. Sweet. First one of 5. We still need to find Chunkie's Crusher. I have an idea where it is, although it's going to require quite a bit of looking around in order to find him. Angry Aztec is a pretty big level, considering the fact that it's only the second level in the game. There's quite a lot of stuff here that we still need to collect yet, and we couldn't quite collect everything even with 4 out of the 5 Kongs available for use. There's still the matter of collecting... Oopsie. Well, that still works anyway. Excellent. Now we just gotta get inside before the door closes. And there we go. Now, you may be wondering, what are we doing back in here? Well, if you remember this room here, we couldn't quite do much of anything until we had access to Chunky Kong. Well, the reason for that is because there's an instrument pad and a strange door here, which he is the only one who can access it. So here we go. Let's see what's inside. It's a room containing Golden Banana number 2 and a trap. I figured it would not be that easy. Oh well, so once again we have another miniature enemy gauntlet. You can always cheat this out by using the power of your musical instrument and clear out all the enemies in the room, or you can fight them like a man. After clearing a single wave, the room for whatever reason rotates, as if this was friggin' Super Mario Galaxy. So why is that a thing? I have no idea. There are 4 waves that you have to get through. Each of them, I believe, contain the same enemies, each and every wave. And after clearing all 4 waves, you should be awarded the golden banana that was promised to you. Just like that. And so, here's our prize. As we float in the air, as the golden banana returns to us, the golden banana is ours. Making that banana number 2. Ah, screw you. Screw you guys, I am out of here. I don't know if there's anything else I can do in here as Junkie. Maybe there is. I'll check real quick, just to be sure before I exit. Well, not my intended way to climb the platform, but that still works. Okay, there really is nothing else in here to do. It was just that little miniature enemy gauntlet that you have to deal with. That's it. Cool. At least we were able to get that done relatively quickly and pretty easily too. So that is awesome. Also, gotta be sure to grab this before I go too. Love that. Gimme, gimme. I love it. Alright, next task for Chunky Kong is, remember that one platform that's sticking up like right there? Well, we need to use the power of the Chunky's giant form in order to complete this little puzzle. Also, fun fact, while running around in the giant Chunky form, most enemies just run away from you. The only time when they don't do that is if they're as tall as the Chunky's big form. And there we go. Just remember to bring the boulder to that particular switch and put it down. Doing so will keep it so that particular platform stays raised and you can go and play this minigame. If you try to switch out to a different Kong, you unfortunately will not be able... The platform will unfortunately be raised back up. Survive the onslaught. Press B to fire. So what you have to do is a simple task. You have to essentially go rapid fire and try to shoot every enemy that appears. Survive until time runs out and don't get hit at all. For the minigame, you have unlimited ammunition, so go nuts! If you have a turbo controller, that'll make things even easier because you can just simply assign the turbo button to the B button, hold down that fire button, and never let go. And don't be afraid to rotate throughout the room either. Where you see an enemy first spawn in, go after him first. Although, the Virtual Console controls definitely make things harder, because for some weird reason, I don't know what it is, it just seems like the controls get kind of messed up here. And even if you're firing as fast as humanly possible, sometimes, even when you're rotating like this, in a crazed circle, it doesn't always fire in that specific direction. So the fire rate of the weapon is just comes down to your trigger finger. In this case, my trigger finger is actually my index finger, but since I'm using my thumb for this, since it's assigned to the B button, I may not be able to fire as quickly as I want to. But there we go. Task completed. Phew. I gotta say, that's probably one of my favorite minigames, but again, just like with all the others, it will get more and more difficult as time goes on, just because the enemies will spawn in more and more quickly, more frequently, and you have to survive for a longer period of time. Definitely not a fun time. But at the same time, it is fun. Oopsie. Not mean to do that. Ew. Of course. There had to be bananas just off screen. Perfect. Oh well. It's fine. It's not like the bananas vanish after a certain period of time passes. So, take your time. Pick them up as quickly as humanly possible, while also taking your time. Have a nice stroll. Maybe absorb the scenery of which is around you. Take a look around. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Go for it, dude. Okay. Oh, damn! Nice snipe, jerk. Oh my god, I wanted to put the gun away. Instead, it went into first-person mode again. Just wonder if I'll be able to make it to the door in time. We'll see. Well, I won't make it if I do that. Of course. That's lame. Oh well. That's fine. That's totally fine. Excellent. Okay, here we go again. Time for another one of these little miniature gauntlets. Also, I kind of have to return to Tiny's room because within that room held a banana fairy. There we go. Whew. Okay. Oh my god, I did not want to take a picture of you. I wanted to blow you up. But no, you had to get in my face and ruin my life. Jerk. Why does everyone have to be a jerk in this game? Give me the coin. Thanks. I'm not too sure if those barrel enemies respawn. If I have to guess, yes they do. They do respawn eventually, just like everyone else. Oh, seriously? That didn't count? There we go. Now then. Oh, hello. We have Chunkie's Kersplat. And done. I said done. Thank you. Wouldn't that have been something, just thinking I grabbed the thing, but in actuality I did not. Wouldn't that have been something? Don't even want to think about it. I honestly do not. Now then, do I have any plans for this week? Well, I'll get into that momentarily, because right now we have another minigame! Kremlin Kosh! This minigame is a pretty difficult one. The minigame premise is simple. What you have to do is try to shoot as many Kremlings as humanly possible. Green Kremlings are worth 1 point off of your hit counter, and red ones are worth 2. So if you see a red Kremling, try to go after them as quickly as humanly possible. Don't be afraid to reload your gun, because you will be doing that often. And as you progress through the game, this minigame will become more and more difficult due to the fact you'll have less time and you have to deal with shooting more enemies in the face. Still something that must be done. Get out. And just like before, we need to get the hell out of here. Otherwise, we will get sniped. I seriously wonder, what is this enemy called? If I have to guess, I could have swore I heard this somewhere, but maybe the enemy is called Crosshair, with a K. Why that name? Because Kremlings, they all have a K And every Kremling species has to have a K in their name. That's lame. Also kind of dumb. Alright. Now then, let's go ahead and grab Tiny. And of course, there's still the matter of Diddy Kong's missing blueprint. We still need to find his Kersplat. Where is it? That is a mystery at the moment. Then again, maybe I turned it in already. I don't remember doing so. I'll have to check my totals real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and do just that. Nope, I did not find his blueprint yet. Also, even if you completed one of these little gauntlets before, you will have to reopen the doors in order to access the rooms again. That kind of stinks, I know, especially if you weren't able to get everything done, but oh well. Dang it. That should have been close enough to the center of the screen. And you want to know what's even dumber? What makes these fairy hunting shenanigans more and more difficult is this overly sensitive analog or digital control stick, of which the classic controller uses. I think it's the same sort of deal with even the Wii U gamepad's controls. So, I guess one thing you can do is memorize the Banana Fairy's pattern, and when she approaches your crosshair, take the picture. If I could set it up in the right spot. Damn it. This isn't good. Should have took the picture right then and there. Alright, I'm just gonna wait. And done. Phew. Alright. And oddly enough, whenever Tiny is in her tiny form and takes a picture of a fairy, the camera zooms out quite a bit. That was the wrong button combination. Oh well. Totally fine. Okay, one thing I'm kind of wondering right now, how is it that the bees are able to shit out green bombs? I don't get it. How are they able to do it? Why do they do it? I mean, with the mechanical ones, I understand completely, but at the same time, it's still really, really dumb. How is that even happening? Now that I think about it, I feel like there's a Kersplat within the 5th Banana Warp room, which is just across the way here. I don't remember if that was someone else's Kersplat or if that was Diddy Kong's Kersplat. I guess we'll go ahead and check that out now. Or there's nothing in here at all, besides coins. Not that I need any more coins, I got way too many to carry. But hey, the good news is, at least we'll have plenty of coins for each of the Kongs to buy new abilities in future levels. Because as we progress further and further into the game, more moves that we can acquire will become increasingly more expensive. And that includes ammo belt upgrades, new ammo types, and also new abilities in general. Okay, that's done. What's next? Every once in a while, it's a good idea to try to go into first-person mode and take a look around. Take a look around at your surroundings and figure out where the heck it is you're supposed to go to next. Oh my god, I panicked! Thinking I didn't grab the tree, but in actuality I did, so I just jumped off. Oops. Camera, work with me here. Grab the vine, and we can be on our merry way. It's not exactly rocket science here, dude. Seriously, it's not. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was painful. But, oh well. Sometimes things like that cannot be helped. And with that, that makes Golden Banana number 80. Still got a long ways to go, though. That's for sure. Still lots and lots of golden bananas left to find. And if I remember correctly, there's 121 more golden bananas to find. If I remember the correct amount. Now then, where the deuce is Diddy Kong's Curse Splat? Maybe it's in this particular camel temple, and I just didn't see it? I don't remember seeing it in there. Guess I'll take a quick look and find out. It looks like Tiny Kong and Lanky Kong and also Donkey Kong are the only ones who can access this temple. At least from the outside. Well then, it's time to go searching around. Search for not only more bananas for Chunky Kong, but also search for Diddy Kong's Curse Splat. Wherever could it be? That is a mystery at the moment. Doesn't look like there's anything over here besides just the tag barrel and Cranky's lab. Oopsie. Wrong move. Okay. Huh. Apparently there's a jetpack up here. Sweet. Let's go for a flight. Looking forward to it. Let's go. I don't know if I mentioned this yet or not, but if you combine the regular jump with the use of your B button attack, you can gain some extra distance just by simply jumping into the air and then pushing the B button to continue your way even further. And with that, that's Diddy Kong's Curse Splat. Finally located after what seems like 10,000 years. Oh well, better to find it now than never. Again, I apologize that this has taken me so gosh diddly dang long just to find frickin' bananas. Oh, here's some bananas for Chunky. Well then. Gotta make a mental note of that. That's for sure. Alright. There might be some in here that I've missed. Maybe. Or maybe not. Shoot! God damn it! Oh, there's some. Excellent. There's some banana balloons, thank God. Alright, let's take care of them now. Excellent! There's Tiny's banana medal. About gosh diddly dang time, too. Whew! I'm glad that's done. Now it's time to grab Chunky and bring him back in here. Which, I don't know why I didn't grab his banana bunches from earlier, but oh well. Better to figure this out now than never. Okay. Again, I apologize that it took me so freaking long just to collect everything that I was looking for. Sometimes finding these things is just not an easy task. A lot of these things can be very well hidden. And this is only the second level. Later levels, things are going to be even more hidden and out of place and out of sight. So it's definitely not going to be easy to find everything that there is in existence. That's for sure. Now these bunches should... Yep, excellent. That's Chunkie's banana medal, and he is good to go. Okay, we turned in Chunkie's blueprint along with basically everyone else except Diddy Kong. Yep, everything else has been collected here except for the last banana that we need to turn in to Snide's HQ. Let's go! Onward to our destiny. And my battery life on my Wii U gamepad is about to die. Dang it. Well then. Well, like I said earlier, all I wanted to do was complete the Frantic Factory and also do a little bit of cleanup on some of the other levels, so that way I can collect everything else that's here. Alright, let's go. I know that flying on the jetpack was completely unnecessary, but I just wanted to do it just because I felt like coming here the fun way, rather than the slow, painfully agonizing way. Just saying. Sometimes it's fun to have a little fun and take a unique vehicle to fly to get to your destination. You know what they say, it's not about the journey so much, it's about the it's not about the destination, it's more about the journey as anything else. And with that was the last banana for Angry Aztec, and that is it. We are done with a level cleanup from what we previously completed up to this point, and I'm gonna go ahead and end today's play session. This is General Snivy with the Donkey Kong 64. Oh, wait a minute. There is still something else I can do real quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this now. So, sorry about the false ending. But I figure I'd take care of it now. That way we can have a clean conscience for the next session. Come on. Let's go. Let's do this thing. All we have to do here is just pick up a couple of boulders, throw them, and then grab the right Kong for the right job. Here we go. First one for Junkie. What? I found another banana, Junkie. Thanks, man. You're the best around. No one's ever going to keep you down. Oddly enough, that makes Chunkie's first golden banana of DK Isle. Now to grab Lanky's golden banana here, and then we'll call it a session for real. For real this time, I swear. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. Re-enter, please. Thanks, game. No, 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 I do not want to talk to you. Leave me be. Thanks, Grandma. Lanky, yeah. That's who I wanted. So, like I said... Oh, okay. Note to self. Even if you, get rid of the boulder, you have to stay in the area, otherwise it will respawn in its original spawn point. So that stinks. Oops. Again, these little things happen every once in a while. So sorry. I am so sorry. It was my bad. Won't have it again. At least I hope not. But we are all human and we do make mistakes every now and again. Alright. Lanky. There we go. Just what I wanted to do. Now we can finally use this musical pad to its fullest capacity. And grab ourselves yet another golden banana. Or it activated something else for a different area entirely. Well then, so much for the golden banana. But yeah, like I said though, I am gonna end this session right now. There is probably something else I could do, but really I want to save that for the next session. And I don't think there's really much else we can do right now other than get ready to head towards the next level. So with that, I'm ending this session right here and now. This is General Snivy with the Donkey Kong 64 playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. And thank you all so much for making 50 followers possible for me on this channel. Let's see if we can make that goal even better and reach 100. I know we can do it. Let's do this together. Anyway, in the next play session, we're going to be doing the level Gloomy Galleon, and we're going to collect as much stuff as we can within that level, fully complete it if we possibly can, and maybe even open up the path towards the next level and do that as well. We'll have to wait and see how things turn out. Hopefully we won't get Beaver Bother again in the next play session anytime soon. So once again, thank you all so much for watching, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.